Record.
Black here. Delighted to be talking to my dear friend over in France, Karina Ledet. Hello, darling Karina.
Hi, beautiful Lisa. I'm so happy to be here with you today.
We are here to spill our hearts on the topic of having it all, because women are so willing to allow themselves to have second best and to do a bit for someone else and a bit for the other person. But Karina is one of those people that I have witnessed and seen allowing herself to have it all, having a family life, having a business on purpose, while being a beautiful, compassionate human being on the earth. Tell us more about having it all, Karina Ledet, and what happened for you to allow yourself to have it all, sweetheart.
Oh, wow. It feels pretty bold to say that, right? That you can have it all. But for me, it's really been one of my passions to create a life where I get to decide everything and I don't have to sacrifice any part of what's important in my life. And through doing that, I've been able to also support other women to do the same. And it's actually quite magical. And at the same time, quite, you take it one step at a time. And then I just realized not that long ago that actually this is my dream life. So I have a business I love, great relationship with my husband, time with my kids, time for my own things. And I don't feel like I'm working that hard because I've really focused on the things that truly matter. And I've really focused my energy on the right things so that I can have that great life-work balance that we talk so much about. But truly, it is possible.
And I think it's just something that I had never really seen, and I've been reflecting on how long we've actually been friends for now, and it was around 4.5 years. And for me to be exposed to you, someone who was compassionate and loving, successful in business with the work-life balance, I didn't know that I was going to be in a position to become the provider for my family 6 months after meeting you. And so for me, I'm like, well, Karina's doing it. So how do you feel knowing that your example and your business gets to be a shining light for other women to realize that they can have it all as well? Like, how does that honestly feel for you, Karina?
It feels absolutely amazing because I'm not really here to kind of rub it in, or, you know how I don't always feel really comfortable talking about myself and my life and the things I do.
I know.
Right? But what I do love is when I get to share the tools and the practices that I use so that other women can experience this, because I think we're in this together, and it's so important to support each other. And this isn't rocket science. I haven't created something super complex, super unique where, you have to meditate for 3 hours every morning, unless you want to. But it's quite simple. And at the same time, it really asks us to become all of who we are. And that's usually where it starts to become challenging, because who am I to claim that I have it all? Who am I to say, I want this and I'm going to do what it takes to create this life? Because honestly, I don't know that many people around me in my real life who live like their dream lives. It's more about fitting in or doing what everyone else is doing or making do with what you can. And that's just not okay for me.
No, it is not okay. And I think something happens for all of us that we realize we're compromising and we're sacrificing, but it's not something that we're willing to endure longer than this certain point. There's this threshold that we really do cross. Mm-hmm. And for me, I think seeing your energetic embodiment of having it all really is a pillar that people can surround, and we can literally gather more light for ourselves and more safety and more freedom. So I am so thankful that you were willing to give yourself everything and let yourself have it all. That has been an example for me. But tell us about the options that you have for other women that are wanting to open up to having it all for themselves, because you've got 2 amazing programs coming up. Tell me what the difference between them is, darling.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm so happy to see you, Lisa, and see everyone I've been working with or connecting with just shining, because it's just little tweaks here and there, isn't it? It's not like you don't have it. It's just little tweaks and it changes everything. So in my program, I have the Embrace Your Purpose program. It's a 6-month long So I take my my people on a complete journey where we go quite in depth and basically teaching them how to have an amazing life and a really sustainable, beautiful, magical business. So powerful tools, and we really take that journey together. So 6 months is quite some time to go into depth and to be able to hold space for them through every transformation and every up and down that they will move through. And then I have the Shining Purpose Sisterhood, and that's a 3-month, it's more like a support network for women to come and gather, and we share about what's coming up for them in the moment. And I do a lot of Facebook Lives, so it's really kind of supporting them where they're at while they move through their processes and create their projects. And it can be for life projects as well, doesn't have to be for business. So a creator project, someone who wants to write a book or go on a dream journey or something like that. And it's more fluid, a little bit more going with what's coming up in the moment. So those are the biggest differences.
And I love your Embrace Your Purpose program, because that was what I have been involved with in the past. So it is that complete journey, whereas the Shining Purpose Sisterhood is really more of a fluid support network that's only 3 months long as opposed to 6 months long for Embrace Your Purpose. I'm just so grateful that you're willing to live what you teach. I'm grateful that you're willing to show up so transparently and freely on social media and be an advocate for having it all, because it's risky to actually stand up and say, you know, we can actually do this. But I'm really, really grateful for your courage and your willingness to give it to yourself, because I know that we all deserve to have it all, but we need somebody to lead and guide us into allowing ourselves to give it to ourselves. So thank you for being an example for me. Thank you so much for talking about having it all. And we hope that you can check out the details and follow Karina Ledet and her beautiful offers and check out them if they call to you. And check out my work. I'm Lisa Black, mentor and healer here in NZ. We hope that this has touched your hearts and opened your eyes and is going to be a powerful force for good in your life.
Thank you so much, Lisa, and thank you to everyone watching this. And yes, if you feel your heart calling you in, welcome. Thank you.